Welcome to FX Street. Thank you for coming. We're going to be talking about a near protocol, but before we dive into the technicals, I would really encourage you to head on over to YouTube, hit that subscribe button so you can be updated to all the content we're producing. Additionally, follow us on Twitter at FXS Crypto, and you can follow myself on Twitter at JustAnalysis1. Taking a look at near protocol, for the most part, relatively unchanged. You know, when you look at the lows that were found in late January, and even the lows here in February, it's kind of been stuck, for the most part. Had a little bit of moves above and below, but a good chunk of the range has been stuck in between the 8.25 to 12.5 cent range, and not much of a deviation has occurred there. From an Ichimoku perspective, it had a 20% gain yesterday. That close was fairly substantial. Maybe if I use the price measure tool, I think it was around 20%. 19.2%. Really kind of met up with the close that was found around March 2nd, but really unable to pursue a move above that. Fast forwarding to what's happening today, we've retraced a good chunk of that move. Currently, it is down, a little over 7%, close to 8%, but it is finding some support up against that Tenkan-sen, which is a good sign. It's still responding from this falling wedge that it broke out of back on March 1st, and we're still seeing if there's going to be a continuation move here. From an oscillator perspective, ideally the optic testing against the Kijun-sen here, or the Tenkan-sen it looks like that's not going to hold. But if you want to see if this is going to create a new swing low, if the optics bands can shift into the blue here, which would be very oversold, while it's above the Kijun-sen, that is a good sign that you could probably see it return bullish. It remains in a bull market within the RSI. It's testing got close to shifting into bear market conditions, but didn't hit 30. It got to 31-ish or so, but it is above the first oversold level in the bull market at 50 and holding there. The optics bands sitting very neutral, really kind of non-directional here, and nothing from the composite index signaling, big breakout above or below. Weekly chart, it's still bullish from an Ichimoku perspective on the weekly chart because we're above the cloud, and the Chiku span though is back here at just above the bodies of the candlesticks. Now, the downside risk here really won't show up unless there's a close below the cloud, because if that does happen, so that's at $6.60. If that occurs, then the Chiku span will be below the bodies of the candlesticks. That'll confirm an ideal bearish Ichimoku breakout. That'll be the first time that's happened on the weekly chart for near protocol since it started. And if there is a foldback pattern developing here, we could see the future swing structure, and I'd be warning of some downside pressure later. But so far, as long as it's above the cloud, that still has a strong bullish slant. Ideally, bulls could close at around $14 even. That would return it above the Kijun-sen and the Tenkan-sen. That would be very ideal. Still very bullish with all the oscillators as well. There's, as far as upside potential is concerned, likely to be limited to the bottom of the cloud around $13, and the downside risks are likely limited to the top of the Ichimoku cloud on the weekly chart around $8 and let's just say $9 even. That's what I see for near protocol. Nothing major changing here. It's of course susceptible to the same risk on, risk off gyrations that are occurring globally in all financial markets. So for the time being, though, still looks bullish, but we'll have to wait and see what happens. So we'll update it as needed. Thank you all for watching. Again, please, find us on YouTube, hit our channel, join our channel, hit that subscribe button. Follow us on Twitter, and please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe.